Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope you are doing well. What a weekend we had! Wow, it was just absolutely incredible. We were up in Yorkshire, in somewhere called Salisbury Bridge, and we're at a place called the Centred Community, which is incredible. Lovely, lovely venue. And we were part of the Ascension weekend, which was part of the Future Proof Generations events, and it was just it was just off the Richter scale. It was amazing. um, I did a talk on sacred union on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday I did connecting to mushrooms, and I did a talk and then a mushroom ceremony, and it was just so beautiful. It was a really beautiful experience, and it was so powerful just sitting in that space. One of the things, as you guys know, I've been working on freeing my voice, opening my voice, and not being scared to let it out, not being scared to share it. And one of the things that happened was, the universe gives you gifts, doesn't it, of the things that you're working on. So Giles was with me, and he was doing music, and he called me up to uh, sing with him on a couple of occasions, and gave me the mic to myself. And I've always had a bit of a resistance to mics. They make me a little bit nervous. I love singing, but having that mic there is a bit intimidating. Anyway, I did it, and I really felt in my power. It was a really beautiful thing to be able to do. And then the next day, that was on the Saturday, and on the Sunday, this lovely guy Paul was running the kirtan, and he invited all the Future Proof crew to come and join and be part of the band. And Jen moved the mic by me so that me and someone else could use it. And I felt really touched by that. And again, it was stepping into that power of singing and being heard and seen. And then when I was running the mushroom ceremony, we were in the space of the heart and the mushrooms were there. It was so beautiful and powerful, and this song wanted to come through, and normally I resist at that point. I'm like, no, don't, because like it might sound funny, or people might, it might not be nice or whatever. Always stories. But I just trusted, and I sang what the mushrooms wanted me to sing, and it was really amazing. And I felt really proud of myself, to be honest, that I did that, and that I stepped into my power with that in the ceremony, holding that space, and allowing my voice to flow freely on a healing sound level, because that's what it is. Ultimately, it was like this healing sounds wanted to come through, this vibration wanted to come through. So it was trusting that divine flow, which was really special for me. And then yesterday, like, songs are coming through. I don't know what they are because they're not words really, but tunes and noises are coming through me, which is really exciting. So it's just connecting more into that. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. And it's just being such an honor to be at events like this, like it was, which are just full power, beautiful love, beautiful sharing, wonderful people, like real soul connections. So thank you, Evie and Luke, for putting that on, and for everyone that was there. It was just, yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. So at the moment, my focus is now on the Wild Woman Retreat in May, beginning of May. That's going to be incredible in Suffolk. We're going to have a really, really lovely time. There's going to be meditation, there's going to be movement, there's going to be, on the Saturday, we're going to be really looking at that creative force, because it's Beltane, so it's about that creativity, it's about that sexuality as well, and sensuality, and how we can explore those and use those, how we can wake up our life force, so that we can start moving it into supporting our life and giving us that energy and that drive to move forward. And then on the Sunday, we're going to be looking at some goddess archetypes, and we're going to have some props as well. And we're going to do some meditation. We're going to do a cacao ceremony. We're going to do some meditation, movement. We're going to really embody these different goddesses. And then at the end of that, there's going to be a chance to have some photographs done by a beautiful woman, Gina, uh, invoking those goddess energies. So that's an optional bit. You don't have to do that. There'll be a workshop carrying on in the other space if you don't want to do the photography. It can just be for you. But it's going to be a beautiful chance to really embody and connect into that those goddess energies. So I'm really excited about that. So it's filling up quickly. So do book on if you are interested. Details are on my website, julietbryant.com. I also had the honour of interviewing David Wolf last week on my radio show. So that was a really lovely experience. Great show, I think. Hope you guys enjoy it. The link is on my radio page. So do click and listen to the podcast of that show. Really worth listening to. Some real nuggets of wisdom in there. So that was really great and exciting. And I've just been sat here. I had a little meeting with my business. One of the things that I like to do is to bring my business in and have a little meeting, a chat. What focus? What do we want to do? Where do we want to go? And so I've been doing that whilst drinking this is a combination of ceremonial cacao along with medicinal mushrooms and my CBD hot chocolate mix. So it's a mixture of all of those and then some cinnamon in there as well, just to open my heart and, help me to connect into that lovely feeling of connection, of love, of openness, so that then I can work from that space. I can work from that connected space other than that push, push, push space. And I think that's such an important thing to connect in. Before we start working, before we start pushing, before we start doing whatever, it's like have that time to check in and connect in with your body, connect in with where you're at, what's going on. And then to make some medicine for me. That's what the drink is. It's medicine. It's deep medicine. It's soul medicine. And I've really needed that today. The last couple of days, after I do an event that's so full power, I come back and I find it quite hard. It can be, can bring up stuff. First of all, I'm quite tired after giving so much and doing so much at these events. And the wound that I'm working on at the moment is a massive wound and it's not good enough. This is like really a big thing for me. I'm not good enough. And it's something I've probably brought in from other lifetimes, and it's played out in so many different ways. It's played out in my voice isn't as good as other people's voices. I don't, I take comments as being not good enough. I'm not good enough as other, whatever. It's a drama that gets repeated, and at the moment it's quite loud in my head. So I'm working through that. That's not always easy, We have to, and I feel this is really, really important, not bypass our stuff, not just send it love and light and move on. We have to really look at these wounds and dive into where they're coming from and lovingly embrace them and help heal them so we can move forward. And I think this is going on collectively at the moment. There's so many wounds that need healing, and as we're awakening, we have to acknowledge, we have to look at this stuff. It was really nice the other night because I was wrapped up in not good enough, and I was trying to write a list of things I am good at, and the list wasn't going very well. I was really struggling with the list. I'd written 2 things and I couldn't do it. And my husband came in and I said, I'm really struggling with this list. And he said, I'll write it. And it was really beautiful because he wrote a really long list. And he said, I'm going to get a t-shirt made up for you with all of these things on it so you can see them, so you can wear them. And that really touched me. Because part of my not good enough is in my relationship. It's in that wound of, I'm not good enough, or I'm not as good as other people. And that's not a nice place to be in. It really isn't. And I don't want to be stuck there. So I'm working through it. I'm working on it. Because on one level, I know I am good enough. We all are. But our mind, this, part of us, whatever part of us it is, whatever lifetime it's stuck from, or whatever age we were, We're stuck in this drama and it just plays out, and I don't want it to play out anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm stopping this drama now. And I'm giving myself lots of love, and cacao and the mushrooms are really helpful for me, for that love, for that. It's okay. It's okay. You can do this. You got this. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. So I just, thought I'd share it. I think, as you guys know, I think it's so important to share where we're actually at, what's really going on. Not the kind of BS of social media where everything is sunshine and roses all the time and we present this, whatever. I want to always try and present where I'm at, the real me and the real journey, because that's the only way we can support each other, is through truth, through realness, um, and by sitting in our vulnerability. We need to sit in our vulnerability. We need to sit in this space. We really do. So, anyway, that's enough rambling for me. I'm going to get on now, but lots of love to you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.